Wakefield Park Track Days. These track days provide opportunities for motoring enthusiasts to test the capabilities of their vehicles under controlled conditions on Wakefield Park's track. It's open to all types of cars, and sessions include open wheelers, race cars, street cars, supercars, and driver training is available. There's heaps of amenities on site for a great day out, and group bookings are available. Head to the Wakefield Park website for more information.
Facebook isn't the only place that you can support Australian grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV. To see more real race cars, more live events, and more of the racing you love, subscribe to the Blendline TV YouTube channel, sign up to our mailing list, or bookmark and subscribe to our website at blendline.tv. Thanks for continuing to support grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV.
Yeah, we had a really good weekend, clean swept, so I can't ask for much more. Car was really good all weekend.
Wakefield Park Track Days. These track days provide opportunities for motoring enthusiasts to test the capabilities of their vehicles under controlled conditions on Wakefield Park's track. It's open to all types of cars, and sessions include open wheelers, race cars, street cars, supercars, and driver training is available. There's heaps of amenities on site for a great day out, and group bookings are available. Head to the Wakefield Park website for more information.
Facebook isn't the only place that you can support Australian grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV. To see more real race cars, more live events, and more of the racing you love, subscribe to the Blendline TV YouTube channel, sign up to our mailing list, or bookmark and subscribe to our website at blendline.tv. Thanks for continuing to support grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV.
Wakefield Park Track Days. These track days provide opportunities for motoring enthusiasts to test the capabilities of their vehicles under controlled conditions on Wakefield Park's track. It's open to all types of cars, and sessions include open wheelers, race cars, street cars, supercarts, and driver training is available. There's heaps of amenities on site for a great day out, and group bookings are available. Head to the Wakefield Park website for more information.
Well, we're back for the second of the production touring car races for the weekend. This is the B driver. Most of them, of course, are people that have already ran earlier today, because not all the drivers have a combination of pairs, and often is the case there. They just get a second race, and it's a sprint race before they do their 1 hour enduro tomorrow afternoon. And of course, separate qualifying, Dimitri Agafos was fastest. Josh Muggleton, who takes over the Holt HSV Club Sport R8, Cruiser in third, Daniel DeQuino in fourth in his SSV. Then it's Bo Yates, the drifter, making his racing debut, as far as I'm aware, in the Sirocco number 3. And then, of course, it's Gosling in 43. That's the Honda Civic Type R. Next is Liam Evans, racing the car that Tony Virag took out earlier. Brett Howard in the car that Garth Walden raced earlier. And then after that, we've got Muller, Tierney, Ferns, Holland in the car that it was raced earlier in the day by Dylan Thomas, of course. And then we've got Robin Lacey, Ray, Cade, Martin, Butt, Sutton right down the back. One to watch for sure. Stuart Follows in the D class entry there, number 22. That's the Fiesta ST. Sewell, who we've seen had dramas in qualifying with a blown turbo. I don't know if they're there. And Ballinger will be the last car lining up at this stage. So they're on the grid, just about ready to roll for this one. And just waiting for the last couple of cars to come into line. And we haven't as yet seen the green flag. Now the green flag is out. We're ready to roll. 5-second board is being shown. Expect the four-wheel drives to get the best start. And one stalled on the grid there. We're going to wave yellow at the back, but it's Muggleton who's made a brilliant start in the rear-wheel drive HSV. He's got away to a fairly good lead over Agafos. So head up the hill the first time. Seeing who's dropped into third. Cruiser's in third. And after that, we're just trying to see from where we are positioned. DeQuino's in fifth spot, so he's dropped a spot to Yates by the look of it. So head across the top through 5 down to 6, 7 and into the fish hook, as it's commonly called. And already action going on back in the field. There is Sutton picking up places. Thought he might do that. Certainly ran well in the first race, and unfortunately must have had a drama and picked up a lot of places actually to be well up the grid in this one. And goes past Holland down into turn 10, takes that spot away. As our leaders come through, Muggleton, Agafos, Cruiser, then it's Yates, DeQuino, Evans, Gosling, Howard, Sutton up to 9th position already. Holland in 10th, Tierney in 11th. The car we've seen spin in the earlier race assume with the other 10 in it, then it's Lacey in position 12 in the car that Peter Lacey would normally drive, the Sirocco. That's Robin Lacey at the helm of that one at the moment. And of course, class structure pretty well the same as it's been, with Daniel DeQuino winning the championship last year out of B2. That's high performance non-forced induction as opposed to high performance forced induction, which is B1. And of course, we've got the A-class cars, the extreme performance forced and non-forced induction cars. But so at this stage, it's an A2 car leading an A1 car with a B1 and a C-class car in fourth spot. DeQuino in fifth, Devon sixth, Gosling, Sutton up to 8th now, Howard 9th, Holland in 10th, and we're watching the dice at the moment between Evans and DeQuino, both in B2 class. So this is for the top of B2, which won't count as much for points as what tomorrow's Enduro will, but probably a good gauge to see where the two cars are at, and how hard DeQuino's got to work to try and hold on to his championship. So they're down through the fishhook, and they've also got Gosling coming right up behind him. He's in B1 in that Honda Integra Type R. Now Evans moves out to try and take position away from DeQuino, and they'll come through that corner side by side, and it's DeQuino who loses out. Well, does he? Because he's coming back strong. He won't be in a strong position at turn 1, being on the outside, and they'll run side by side through there. No, they won't. He ducks back on the inside. Good move. He's in position to hold on to it, though, as Evans runs slightly wide out of the corner, and now we can see Gosling has bought into this, and that may just occupy DeQuino's mind enough to allow Evans to pull away, which seems apparent at this stage. So actually, in actual fact, B2 cars have won the last 2 championships, because Jeff Kite won it the year before in his SSV, not running in 2021, or at this stage certainly not. And so, but currently, I think DeQuino had a drama at the non-championship round. Sutton now down the inside of Gosling at turn 10, takes that spot away. As they come out onto the straight, that's the completion of the 4th lap. Beg your pardon, I make that 3rd lap. We've got, looks like the Polo off track out of turn 8. They had the bonnet up of that in the pre-grid. So whether there's a drama with it there, but certainly under fire now. Further back in the field, of course. When I say further back, I mean right back. Well down the field, and that battle still goes on there. The HSV Astra is in front at the moment. That's Oscar Butt leading Liam Cade in the Gulf, and you'll find that they're both in that Class C battle, make that Class D. Fortunately, we've got follows in the pits in the Fiesta. Not an ideal start for the weekend for him. Meantime, battle goes on. I'm being joined by Daniel Backenstaff, who's otherwise producing, directing, and
it's a bit happening.
Involved.
There's a bit happening here today at Wakefield Park, but what a great day of racing we've seen, and you can see now Sutton working his way up. Actually, that's not Sutton. Oh no, it is Sutton behind the wheel.
Yeah, he started right down the back, and
yeah,
is currently running in 7th position. So it's been a great charge.
Yep.
From the Subaru driver.
Isn't it
and
good
at
to
the
see?
moment he's getting onto the tail of the reigning production touring car champion in New South Wales.
I don't think he will for much longer, though. Look at the smoke trailing from the rear of that.
That's just turbo gas. That'll be right.
He'll be fine.
Till you get the black flag, you just continue on.
Just got to.
But in the meantime, Muggleton is just driving away with this. At the moment, 3.2 seconds up the road from Agafos. Cruiser in third. Yates, Evans, DeQuino, and Sutton's the ones we're looking at the moment. Now, Chris Sutton's got to a point in the race where it's harder. I was just saying, Dan, that he's got to the point where it's harder in the race to pass cars because you're getting up the cars that are doing your sort of pace.
100%.
Whereas when you're passing Class D and C cars, they're not running as quick, or some of them aren't running as quick. Holland in the Evo 9 makes his way down through turn 2. We'll be sharing with Dylan Thomas in the long distance race tomorrow, the 1 hour enduro.
Just behind him is the Class D leader of Daniel Tierney. There he is on screen there. So 3:22 leading the way in Class D. We saw him have a spin.
Well, was that
in the
him?
first race?
There's two Tierneys entered in that car, so it could have been the other one in the car earlier. I can't clarify that. I don't know what's happened to Dean Campbell. Dean Campbell, won the earlier race, but is not running in this one at all, so maybe they've decided.
I don't think you have to.
You don't know. You don't have to.
Yeah, if you don't nominate, you don't have to. So Tierney having a good run here onto the back of Holland. We'll see if he can make the move down into the final corner. Evo under pressure from an 86, and then just behind is the 17 car Ballinger, Class C. That's second in Class C. Sutton, of course. Oh, third in Class C, sorry. Yates up all the way at the front. Bo Yates in his debut.
Well, and he's not doing
Sirocco.
a lot of drifting either.
No, he's having a good run. So they'll be ones to watch tomorrow, because sitting in fourth place.
I wonder how much temptation it would have been to throw it into a full drift around the corner.
It'd be hard work, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, not remembering that you're no longer a drifter for the day anyway.
Yep.
Jumping in behind a wheel of a full-on race car where you don't want to get it sideways, whereas we come from a discipline where you've got to get it as sideways as much as possible.
That's it. As we see Agathos here trying to work down the inside of the Astra to take the position, and then we've got, that's Cade just in behind. So Sean Cade in the Class D Volkswagen, chasing down Butt in the Astra, and then just in front is Lacey in the Class C Sirocco, and it looks like they've swapped positions as these leaders have made their way through.
Yeah,
they have, just in the background. So.
Yeah, this is going to be the hard part tomorrow, keeping an eye on where all the classes are at.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there'll be cars being lapped, and there's obviously very fast Class C cars and not so fast Class C cars, because we've got certainly Bo Yates will have his hands full when Chris Sutton's further up the grid and can take the fight to him, and Bo's sharing that drive in that Sirocco as well. So there's a strategy there. There's three Siroccos out there.
There's Lacey in the Sirocco now, coming under pressure from Cade. So this is Class C and Class D, but they're fighting each other for position on the track, 17th and 18th, as the last lap board is out now. So you'll be able to see that at the front. It looks like Muggleton's going to be able to bring home a very comfortable lead. He's got 4.5, almost 5 seconds on the rest of the field. But this is a good battle. It shows the different types of cars you can go production car racing in all the way through the field. There's something for everybody.
Yeah, and it's not just class rivals, but inter-class rivals that make such a point of what it is. And you've got to manage the faster cars coming past you, as well as you passing slower cars that are around you. So you've got that on the mind as well. But we are on our last lap. Countdown's on to the checkered flag, and there is Josh Muggleton. Really made a good fist of
victory, isn't it?
Well, he's made a great fist of moving from a Volkswagen to a HSV Club Sport, and you can see it's almost daylight behind him as he makes a run to the checkered flag. So Josh Muggleton takes out the B driver race. Be a great pairing with Matt Holt in the Enduro tomorrow. Dimitri Agafos in second, David Cruiser in third, and it should be Bo Yates coming across the line in fourth position. Not quite there yet. and should be very. So there he goes across the line. So that's been a great debut. As far as I know, it's a debut race for him. So there we go. We've had a great day's racing out here, and we're getting to the point of signing off for the Saturday here at round 3 of the New South Wales Motor Racing Championships at Wakefield Park. And what a stunning day it's been. Very chilly early, fog delayed proceedings for quite a while, and it's fined up and it's still quite warmish, so it's been very good. There's our final placings: Muggleton, Agathos, Cruiser, Yates, Evans, DeQuino, Gosling, Howard, Holland and Tierney in 10th position. Muggleton with the fastest lap of the race, 65.5852 seconds. Well, I think that about takes everything in for today, and we'll be looking forward to coming back tomorrow.
Wakefield Park Track Days. These track days provide opportunities for motoring enthusiasts to test the capabilities of their vehicles under controlled conditions on Wakefield Park's track. It's open to all types of cars, and sessions include open wheelers, race cars, street cars, supercarts, and driver training is available. There's heaps of amenities on site for a great day out, and group bookings are available. Head to the Wakefield Park website for more information.
Facebook isn't the only place that you can support Australian grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV. To see more real race cars, more live events, and more of the racing you love, subscribe to the Blendline TV YouTube channel, sign up to our mailing list, or bookmark and subscribe to our website at blendline.tv. Thanks for continuing to support grassroots motorsport with Blendline TV.